Imagine you own a plain coffee mug, nothing special about it. Now a stranger offers to buy it from you. You'd probably ask for way more than it's worth. But if that same mug just sat on a shelf unowned, you never pay nearly that much to buy it. Same object, same person, two totally different prices. Why would just owning something change what it's worth? And it isn't only mugs. It happens with almost anything you own. Try it with your own things right now. Your old phone, your favorite mug, your worn-out shoes. Ask what you'd sell it for. The number jumps up. Ask what you'd pay for the same thing. It drops. A gap opens up between those two numbers. This isn't really about money at all. It's about the simple act of already owning it. Economists noticed this pattern decades ago and got curious. So they built a real experiment to test it. Real people, real mugs, real money on the table. Half the room got a mug for free, half got nothing. Scientists gave this pattern a name, the endowment effect. The owners were asked to name a price to sell their mug. The others named a price to buy that same mug. Every single mug in the room was identical. Sellers asked for roughly double what buyers offered. Roughly, in that one room on that one day. Not a fixed law carved into every human brain. But even as one snapshot, it was startling. Almost nobody actually traded, even when a fair swap was possible. They ran the same market again and again. The gap barely closed, round after round. Simply holding the mug had changed how they valued it. Some owners had held the mug for only a few minutes. That was enough time for ownership to matter. Now, think about something sitting in your own room. Pick one ordinary object you actually own. You're about to answer two very different questions. Pause the video for this one. Name the lowest price you'd sell it for. Now name the highest price you'd pay to buy that exact item. Compare your two numbers out loud if you can. Chances are your selling number came out higher. You just felt the same bias from that Cornell room. But here's the part most retellings skip. In 2005, two economists went back and questioned the setup. They noticed many subjects seemed confused by the pricing task. So they carefully trained people on how the pricing actually worked. Once people understood the rules, much of the gap shrank. Some of it wasn't ownership bias. It was just confusion. Meanwhile, another economist studied real sports car traders, people who buy and sell for a living every single day. For them, the ownership gap mostly faded away. Experience seemed to soften the very bias the mugs revealed. So why does it still happen to beginners? The leading idea: losing something feels worse than gaining it. That idea, loss-aversion, is still debated, not fully proven. Giving up your mug gets coded by your brain as a loss. Getting an identical one back never quite matches that way. So it was never really about the mug itself. It's about how hard letting go can feel. Feeling that pull just means you're a novice, not broken. That's why your closet is full of things you'd never buy again. Yet somehow you still won't sell a single one. Now you know exactly why that happens. Owning something quietly changes how much you think it's worth.